morning, everybody. We are here at the Missouri Botanical Garden. This is Cassidy, and I'm Kristina, and we're going to give you a tour of some of the, please note that we are practicing proper social distancing. I'm in the back row here, and Cassidy's in front driving this golf cart. So we're just going to take you around, and feel free as you ask questions or request any certain blooms that you'd like to know about or want to see, and yeah, we'll take you on a tour. Maybe let's get out for a second and see these up close. That haven't popped out yet, but we've got a few that are starting. And then this over here, the white one, is really beautiful and fully in bloom right now. All right, let's continue on our way. Here we're passing the central axis, where I believe these are tulips in these beds that are going to be coming up soon. You can see the green, but no blooms quite yet. We got some daffodils popping out here. This is another one. They're blooming, but a few out. And then up ahead, Cassidy was pointing out there's an early blooming cherry tree. And what variety is this?
First Lady.
I'll hop out and see you showing up. This is a very vibrant, darker pink color compared to some of the lighter ones we get. And then hellebores down here.
I'm not sure what that is.
And over here, looks like this is called mountain rock cress. Pretty, very delicate little white flowers in full bloom. And Cassie was pointing out that these are all tulips here that we're looking at right now in the center of, right in front of the Kemper Center. We got some more hellebores right here as we're yeah, the magnolia and the cherry tree that you can see back behind there, those are looking beautiful. And then what kind of tree is this, Cassidy?
This is like a type of cornelian cherry, Cornus officinalis. It's related to dogwoods. It's pretty yellow. Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to walk into the Chinese garden?
Yeah, let's take a walk into there.
It's a bit of a walk.
There's our beehives. They're pretty quiet today, but a couple days ago when it was warm, out and about, looking active already. And a lot of people don't know, but bees are actually fairly active all winter. They stay inside and keep each other warm in their hive, but unlike other bugs, they don't hibernate or die off each year. They just huddle together and keep each other warm, and they'll pop out on sunny days, so we've been seeing them lately. Chinese garden while we're here. Again, stuff is starting to turn green, but we're not quite to peak bloom yet, just the early hints of spring. There went a cardinal. I don't know if you could see that on the live stream. And here is another cherry tree. Now this one's not quite in full bloom yet, but you can see a few little blossoms popping out. I'm sure any day now it'll explode. All right, so we'll head back to the golf cart and carry on. Looks like we got some more new green popping up here. Everything's just starting to poke out. You can see everything is just slowly coming. All right. And onward we go. Now here are these, which kind of trees are these again, Cassidy?
These are the crabapples.
So yeah, these crabapples have beautiful blooms later on, and you can see them starting to come.
Yeah, this is all the foliage. So in crabapples, the leaves come out first and then the blooms later, compared to the cherries where the blooms are first. And you can see we have people that are using that are working, they're actually building a bog garden here in Kemper. So they're doing some work to get that ready. So when everybody's allowed, when everybody can come back and visit, that'll be a new feature, is this bog garden in Kemper, the Kemper Center. And we'll go, do you want to show them the buttercups and things in the boxwood garden?
Yeah. Yes, so here we've got in the boxwood garden some annuals that have just been planted. A few different colors here. And then you can see them popping up there in between the boxwoods. We just had a question, is it 30 degrees there? No, it's not. It's in the mid 40s, but it's very windy and gusty today. All right.
We'll drive by the cherries, even though those aren't going yet.
So next we're going to go to the Japanese garden and take a look at some of the cherry. Couple that are just starting to go, and the loop of the Japanese garden. Oh yeah. Well, maybe I stand corrected. There's a couple.
Some of the those are weeping cherries. All around. Those ones bloom.
Yeah, so Now up here is some kind of cherry variety that's blooming. You can see that pink.
I'm not sure what that one is off the top of my head.
But yeah, this one's right at the corner edge of the garden, so for those of you who live in the area, if you're in the neighborhood, you might be able to see it, or if you go to Tower Grove Park, you can see it right here at the corner.
I think that might be another Japanese apricot, similar to the one in the Chinese garden, if I remember correctly. And then these are starting to go. These are the weeping Haigan cherries. So they're usually sort of one of the first. They bloom, and then the Shido flowering cherries follow shortly after.
Yeah, so you can see these weeping cherries here. Starting to bloom. Here, I'll hop out. See that? Now we're approaching the Koi Bridge. Is it possible to go any more slowly? We have a request to go a little more slowly. Awesome.
You have 50 cents?
I don't have 50 cents.
We'll bring some on our next day.
Yes, we will. And speaking of our next tour, we do plan to continue doing this as long as the developing situation allows. So definitely keep following us, and we'll keep you updated on the blooms as they continue changing and coming throughout the next few weeks. A lot is going to happen. So we're excited that we can share that with you this way, at least in the meantime.
These are all peonies that are starting to come up.
So I don't know if you could hear Cassidy over the wind there, but these little red stems here, these are peonies that will come up much later in May. These are the very beginnings. Yeah. Yes, Beverly just said, thanks for sharing the cherries. They're sunshine on a cloudy day. It is nice to see that color, for sure. It's been gloomy lately, but that rain is definitely helping these flowers come along.
With the wind, we get a nice calm day. I'll put the drone up and get some nice pictures of the area, and we'll share on social.
Now this is the tree that has been blooming for the longest. And what variety is this one?
Prunus okame. It's a Taiwan cherry. It's usually one of the first to bloom, so it's not surprising to see it. Woodland garden, but they're doing some tree work, tree removal. So we'll go back the way we came.
And we can circle back to the English Woodland Garden another time.
It was a very large Scotch elm that had been in decline for a while, and Gamma tree experts came out and was able to remove the tree. And if you can sort of see in the back of that truck, I mean, it was a very sizable tree. Sad to see it go, but it's an opportunity to plant something new in its place.
And I did hear they may be repurposing that stump to add a new feature to the children's garden as well. We'll see. The star magnolia starting to bloom. See a couple little flowers coming, and all those buds are really bursting. Here, I'll get out and show one of the flowers. This one is pretty much fully out. And these star magnolias are a little sort of frillier and less cupped looking than other varieties. So you can see that one's all the way out, and all these others are just waiting to burst. We decided to close to support the local efforts to contain the coronavirus, but we are going to continue as often as possible. So here we're at the bulb garden. There is a lot that is going up in the bulb garden right now. So we've got a lot of and I had a question for you, Cassidy. If we walk over here, whitish, bluish little flowers?
Don't hold me to it, but I believe these are Scilla. Yeah, which is also known as Siberian squill. So it's Scilla siberica. They're in the asparagus family, which is neat. And they're
And these are popping up everywhere, but especially in the bulb garden.
Species of magnolia that was blooming in the Chinese garden. There's some tulips right there, the red and...
Let's show those. So these tulips are starting to unfold today. And we'll keep posting photos on there too, so make sure to follow if you don't already. Yeah, so much green.
I'm not sure, those might be bluebells, the start of bluebells. So I know that's something that Shaw Nature Reserve.
I wonder, is the Linnaean house open? Well, we are approaching the Linnaean house, so we're going to check if that's open, and if it is, we'll show. Yes. And it is looking beautiful in here. Camellias are really popping right now. I wish you could smell this video, everybody. It smells amazing in here. Oh yes, the Meyer lemons, maybe? But these blooms aren't very showy, but they smell amazing. Alright, I'll finish walking down to the end and show you guys all the cacti. Over here on the left, across from the cacti, we have more of these camellias. You can see they've been blooming for a while now, actually, and some of them are beginning to drop their flowers, but the whole ground is just pink and red. It's very beautiful. All right, we'll head back out. Now this here is a Solanum plant, and it's blooming. So that is the same family as potatoes and peppers, which our show on potatoes just closed, but it featured part of it in the exhibit was about these flowers and how most people don't think of potatoes as having flowers, but they've got them and they're pretty. right. Is there anywhere else we should visit today that has a lot of blooming happening?
Well, Climatron always has something to bloom, and it would be nice to warm our hands up.
Agreed with that.
So,
We did have a couple people ask yesterday on our live stream if we could do the Climatron. So,
yeah, we should do that today, or if people want to save it for the next installment, that's fine.
well, why don't we head over there and finish off in there?
Okay.
All right, we are heading to the Climatron. Annie requested that we show off some orchids, and there are some in the Climatron, so we will.
Go right in this.
Yes, make sure and pass by. And Mariana just asked about the English garden. Unfortunately, they're doing some tree work in there today, so we can't go, but we will definitely make sure that that place is a priority next time we do one of these live streams. All right. So let's take a walk around and see what's blooming in here. Now here's the orchids that are blooming. This one has so much detail. Barbara asked about irises. Those will be closer to early May. So no irises yet. And here, I can't zoom in very far on these, but you can see there's some more orchids growing off this tree here. And in the wild, orchids are supported by other plants, so Wonder if there's any fruit right now. Oh, you can see cacao right there. That's the beginnings of chocolate. Looks like there's just the one. But yeah. Oh, it looks like some of these bromeliads are looking really bright right now. Nita was wondering, is the orchid show still put together enough that we could stop in there? Or I know they're working on taking it down right now.
No, they've taken most of the plants out, the orchids and the other plants.
Okay.
It's a very slow process as well, just to keep proper social distance. So yeah, the orchid show unfortunately is being put away. But you know, maybe on another tour we can go through the orchid greenhouse and show people.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Sarah's asking about the Ottoman garden. I don't think there's much blooming there yet.
No, I don't believe so. They plant a lot of tulips and things in there.
Okay, so the Ottoman garden, we will hit that on our next tour for sure, but I don't think there's much blooming in there yet. But thanks for the request. Okay, everybody, thank you for tuning in. And make sure to keep up because we will keep doing these videos hopefully every week as long as we're able. So thanks, and please do put any requests you have for future places or blooms you might want to see, and take care and stay well.